Hello, today I will discuss about CSRNet December 2011 solution. Okay, in the previous class, in the previous lecture, I have discussed about the questions asked in the exam CSRNet June 2011. So, this is the second lecture of classical mechanics, and I will discuss about in this lecture the questions asked in CSRNet December 2011 on classical mechanics. Okay, so let me solve the question one by one. Here is the first question, you can see. Okay, I have solved 6 questions in the previous video. So here question 7, the first question is question 7. This is the lecture number 2, solution on classical mechanics. Okay, and here the question is, a double pendulum consists of 2 point masses M attached by a string of length L as shown in figure. You can see from this figure that 2 point masses, here one is here and another is here, okay, attached by string of length L. This is one string from here to here, length L, and another string also of length L. The kinetic energy of the pendulum is, okay. So what will be the kinetic energy? So as this is the pendulum which is oscillating in 2 dimension, that is actually 2 dimensional case, so we have to choose 2 coordinate. So let me suppose that this is the origin of the coordinate system and this is the x axis, okay, and this is the y axis. Suppose this is the y axis, from this point this is the y axis. So what will be the position of this mass M and what will be the position of this mass M with respect to this coordinate system O. So if we draw the perpendicular over here, then we will get, if this length is L and this angle is theta 1, so this will be L cos theta 1, okay, this will be L cos theta 1 and this will be L sin theta 1, this will be L sin theta 1. So the coordinate of this point will be L cos theta 1, L cos theta 1, comma L sin theta 1, L sin theta 1, okay. So we can say that x1 is equal to, if this point is x1 comma y1, if we assume it is x1 comma y1, then x1 is equal to L cos theta 1 and y1 is equal to L sin theta 1. Now if we assume that this, the coordinate of this point is x2 comma y2, then again if we draw a perpendicular here, and this is, as this is L, this is theta 2, so it will be L sin theta 2 and this portion will be L cos theta 2, L cos theta 2. Now as this is origin, so the x coordinate of this point will be this will be the x coordinate, okay, as this is origin. So as this is, okay, so this is, as this is x1 comma y1, as I have taken this as the x axis, so let me take this as x axis, okay, then it will be correct, x1 comma y1. So let me take this as x axis and this as y axis, okay. So you can say that here x is L cos theta 1, from here to here L cos theta 1, and from here to here it will be L cos theta 2, it will be L cos theta 2, L cos theta 2. So total distance from this point to this point, okay, so this is L cos theta 1 plus L cos theta 2. So x2 will be L cos theta 1 plus L cos theta 2, whereas y2 will be L sin theta 1, L sin theta 1 plus L sin theta 2, L sin theta 1 plus L sin theta 2. Okay. Now, what will be the kinetic energy? So, kinetic energy, what will be the kinetic energy? Here asked the kinetic energy of this pendulum. Okay, double pendulum. So, here two masses are present, one is this and another is this. So, the total kinetic energy will be half, first for the first mass it will be this mass, for this mass it will be half m, I can say as v1 square, is the velocity of this is v1 square and the velocity of this mass will be v2 square. So, this will be the kinetic energy. Now, what is the v1 square and v2 square? Here v1 square will be of course vx square plus vy square, that means vx1 square plus vy1 square, that will be x1 dot square plus y1 dot square. Similarly, v2 square will be x2 dot square plus y2 dot square. So, we have to find out x1 dot y1 dot as well as x2 dot y2 dot. Okay. So, let me find this. So, we have x1 is equal to L cos theta 1. So, x1 dot will be L sin cos theta 1, the differentiation of cos theta 1 is minus sin theta 1, and as it is the differentiation with respect to t, so we will have to put over here another theta 1 dot. Okay. So, L sin theta 1 into theta 1 dot. Similarly, y1 is equal to L sin theta 1. So, y1 dot will be L theta 1 dot into cos theta 1. Okay. So, what will be the x1 dot square plus y1 dot square? That is nothing but v1 square. v1 square is nothing but x1 dot square plus y1 dot square. So, it will be L square sin square theta 1 into theta 1 dot square plus L square theta 1 dot square into cos square theta 1. So, it will be L square theta 1 dot square common. So, it will be sin square theta 1 plus cos square theta 1. So, it will be just L square theta 1 dot square. Okay. So, this will be the v1 square. Now, let me find out v2 square. Okay. So, for that purpose, let me write it over v1 square is nothing but L square theta dot square. Okay. L square theta dot square, it is okay. So, this is v1 square. Now, what will be x2? x2 will be L cos theta 1 plus L cos theta 2. We have seen x2 is equal to L cos theta 1 plus L cos theta 2. So, what will be x2 dot? x2 dot will be minus L theta 1 dot sin theta 1 plus L theta 2 dot sin theta 2. Similarly, we have y1 is equal to y2 is equal to L sin theta 2, L sin theta 1 plus L sin theta 2. So, y2 dot will be L theta 1 dot cos theta 1 plus L theta 2 dot cos theta 2. So what will be x2 dot square plus y2 dot square. Okay, so let us find x2 dot square plus y2 dot square, that will be v2 square, that will be v2 square. Okay, so it will be square of this thing. Okay, so L square will be common and it will be theta 1 dot square sin square theta 1 plus theta 2 dot square sin square theta 2. Okay, plus 2 theta 1 dot theta 2 dot into sin theta 1 into sin theta 2. So this is x2 square. Okay, now what will be the y2 dot square, x2 dot square, y2 dot square will be, so plus it will be also theta 1 dot square cos square theta 1 plus theta 2 dot square cos square theta 2 plus 2 theta 1 dot theta 2 dot into cos theta 1 into cos theta 2. So this will be x2 dot square plus y2 dot square. Now here we can find that this is theta 1 dot square into sin square theta 1 and this is cos square theta 1. So if we take common, then it will be theta 1 dot square. Similarly, because theta 1 dot square into sin square theta 1 plus cos square theta 1 will be 1. Similarly, theta 2 dot square into sin square theta 2 plus cos square theta 2 will be 1, and these two things will be add. Okay, so it will be theta 1 dot square plus theta 2 dot square. So let me write it now. So v2 square will be L square into theta 1 dot square plus theta 2 dot square. Okay, but here also theta 1 dot square, theta 2 dot square, but these two terms, from these four terms, these two terms and these two terms, we will get theta 1 square plus theta 1 dot square plus theta 1 dot square plus theta 2 dot square, and from these two if we add, it will be 2 theta 1 dot theta 2 dot common. Okay, so it will be plus 2 theta 1 dot theta 2 common, so it will be sin theta 1 sin theta 2 plus cos theta 1 cos theta 2. Okay, this will be the result. Yes, so this is nothing but cos theta 1 minus theta 2. This is the formula of cos theta 1 minus cos a minus b. Okay, so it will be L square into theta 1 dot square plus theta 2 dot square plus 2 theta 1 dot into theta 2 dot into cos theta 1 minus theta 2. So this will be v2 square, and we have v1 square as L square theta 1 dot square only. So it will be L square theta 1 dot square. Okay, so what will be the kinetic energy? So kinetic energy will be half m into v1 square plus v2 square. So it will be half m, we can take L square as common, so half m L square into v1 square means here theta 1 dot square, here theta 1 dot square, so 2 theta 1 dot square, 2 theta 1 dot square plus theta 2 dot square plus 2 theta 1 dot theta 2 dot into cos theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay, now let me check the option. So I think this will be the answer. Okay, half ml square into 2 theta 1 dot square theta 2 dot square plus 2 theta 1 dot theta 2 dot into cos theta 1 minus theta 2. Yes, so this will be the answer. Okay, so option B. Okay, and here one thing, you can choose this coordinate axis as you can wish. Okay, because you can take this as, if you take this as x axis, then the x coordinate and y coordinate will be inverted, but the result will be same, because this is nothing but the choice of origin. We can choose the origin anywhere, also the x axis and y axis. Okay, we can choose this as you wish, but obviously you have to choose in such a way that the problem will be easy. Okay, if you choose the origin any others way like here or here, then you have to know the distance, this distance or this distance also, and then the problem will be unnecessarily complicated. So we should choose the origin in such a way that the representation of the point or the coordinate of the point will be so easy. Okay, but this is your choice. You can take this as x axis, you can this as x axis, it does not matter. Okay, so this was our first problem. Let me go to the next problem. So here is the problem. This is the problems from special theory of relativity. A constant force F is applied to a relativistic particle of rest mass m. Here the rest mass is m. This is very important. If the particle start from rest at t is equal to 0, its speed after a time t is. So here rest mass means m0. Okay, here given that m0 is m, rest mass. Okay, the constant force F. So what will be the force F? F will be nothing but dp over dt according to Newton's second law. So this will be dp dt. But this p is the relativistic momentum. You have to mind it. Okay, because the particle here is given the relativistic particle, and the particle start from rest. Okay, so if we, and f is constant, so you can write it easily as df is equal to f dt, dp is equal to f dt. So if we make integration, this f is actually constant, so and the particle is start from rest, so at t is equal to 0, its momentum will be also 0, at when its momentum is p, so t is t, so p is equal to nothing but f into t. Okay, now what will be p? We know p is equal to mv, but m is not the, here m is the mass of the particle, but not the rest mass, the relativistic mass. Okay, so the mass associated with the moving particle. So we know the relation between m and m0. M will be m0 divided by root 1 minus v square by c square, but here m0 is given as m, so we should take it as m prime. Okay, and this is m, so it will be mv divided by root 1 minus v square by c square. This will be p. Okay, so we can write over here that p is equal to, okay, p is equal to mv divided by root 1 minus v square by c square is equal to ft. Now from here we have to find out what it is speed, that means v. We have to find out v. Okay, so what we should do? So let me do it next page. So we have mv divided by root 1 minus v square by c square is equal to ft. Okay, now if we square both sides, then we will get m square v square divided by 1 minus v square by c square is equal to f square t square. Okay, so m square v square will be f square t square minus f square t square v square divided by c square. I have to find out v square. Okay, So what will be v square? If we take common v square, then here from here we will get m square, and here f square t square by c square. So plus f square t square by c square is equal to f square t square. Okay. So v square into c square m square c square plus f square t square is equal to f square t square. So v square will be f square t square c square divided by f square t square plus m square c square. Now what will be v? V will be ftc divided by root f square t square plus m square c square. Okay, so let me check the option. Yes, option D is correct. Okay, fct divided by root f square t square plus m square c square. So option D is correct. Now let us move to the next question. Okay, here the potential of a diatomic molecule as a function of the distance r between the atoms is given here, v of r. Okay, so potential is given. The value of the potential at equilibrium separation. So at equilibrium, v will always be minimum or maximum. It depends on what type of equilibrium it is. It may be of stable or unstable equilibrium, but v of r will be maximum for unstable equilibrium and minimum for stable equilibrium. But it is obvious that the first derivative of Vr will be 0, either it is stable or unstable equilibrium. So here the condition is V of r to be minimum or maximum, that dV over dr is equal to 0. dV over dr is equal to 0 when there is a equilibrium, the value of the potential at equilibrium. Okay, and then at that separation, let me take it as r0. Suppose at r is equal to r0, the equilibrium is possessed. So if at r is equal to r0 the equilibrium condition is achieved, then at that point, for that point r is equal to r0, dV by dr is equal to 0. So dV by dr at r is equal to r0 is equal to 0. This will be the condition. So we have to make differentiation first with respect to r. So here given that V simply is equal to minus a divided by r to the power 6 divided by b plus b divided by r to the power 12. So what will be dV over dr? So here dV over dr will be minus 6a divided by r to the power 7. Okay, minus 6a r to the power 7 plus r to the 12. So minus 12b divided by r to the power 13. So we have V is equal to dV over dr is equal to, at r is equal to r0, it will be 6a divided by r0 to the power 7 minus 12b divided by r0 to the power 13 is equal to 0. So which implies that 6a divided by r0 to the power 7 is equal to 12b divided by r0 to the power 13. So this will be 2. So as this is r0 to the power 7 and this is r0 to the power 13, it will be r0 to the power 6. Okay, so r0 to the power 6 into a, that means a r0 to the power 6 is equal to 2b. Okay, so r0 is equal to 2b divided by a to the power 1 by 6. This will be the equilibrium separation. Okay, but no option is given here. Okay, okay. So here r0 is equal to 2b by a to the power 1 by 6 is the equilibrium distance, but we need to find out the potential at that point, okay, the value of potential. So we need to substitute this r0 at this equation, in this equation, okay. So we need to find r0 to the power 6 and r0 to the power 12, okay. So here r0 to the power 6, you can say r0 2b by a, okay. So r0 to the power 6, r0 to the power 6 is equal to 2b by a. So r0 to the power 12, that means its square will be 2b by a the whole square, that is 4b square divided by a square. Now we have to find out v of r at r is equal to r0, at r is equal to r0. That will be what? Minus a by r to the power 6, that means minus a by r0 to the power 6 plus b by r to the power 12, that means b over r0 to the power 12. Now let me substitute this value, two value, r0 and r0 to the power 12, okay. So it will be minus a divided by 2b by a plus b divided by 4b square by a square. So it will be minus a square by 2b, okay, plus a square b by 4b square. So this will be, so what will be the LCM? That the LCM will be 4b square, okay. So from here minus 2b square and here plus a square b. So that will be minus a square b by 4b square, that will be minus a square by 4b, okay, minus a square by 4b. So this will be the answer, D, minus a square by 4b, okay. So now let me move to the next question. Let me check one time what is the answer. Yes, option D. Now let me move to the next question. This is the question. Two particles of identical mass move in circular orbits under central potential V of r is equal to 1 over 2 kr square, circular orbit, okay. Let L1 and L2 be the angular momenta and R1, R2 be the radius of the orbits respectively. If L1 divided by L2 is equal to 2, then the value of R1 divided by R2. So the ratio of R1 and R2 we need to find out. And here given that circular orbits and central force potential is also given. So we need to find out what is the effective potential. Okay, we know that the effective potential always VE will be what? L square divided by twice mr square plus the central force potential, that is V of r, okay. This is always correct, that effective potential V is nothing but L square divided by twice mr square plus V of r. For one body system this m will be the mass, and for two body system this will be the reduced mass. But V will be L square divided by twice mr square plus V of r. V of r will be the central potential which is given here, half k r square. So V of E will be L square divided by twice mr square plus half k r square. Now we need to find out the relation between L and R, because L is given, L1 divided by L2 is given, and R1 divided by R2 is have to be determined. So we need to find out the relation between L and R, and that's why we use the condition of circular orbit, okay. We know that the condition of circular orbit is dV over dr is equal to 0. We take the derivative of effective potential dV, okay. So for circular orbit you can write, for circular orbit, okay, for circular orbit dV over dr is equal to 0 always. So here what will be the dVr? So which implies that L square over 2m is the constant term, and differentiation of 1 by r square will be minus 2 by r cube, minus 2 by r cube, plus half k into differentiation r square will be 2r. So it will be L square, 2 will be cancelled out, so minus L square divided by mr cube plus, this will be 0 of course, plus kr is equal to 0. So from here we can write that L square over mr cube is equal to kr. So L square is equal to mk r to the power 4, but here mk is constant. Okay, m is the mass and k is also the constant here given. So L square is proportional to r to the power 4. So this is the relation between L and r for circular orbit. Okay, so we have to find out r1 divided by r2. Okay, so we have L square proportional to r to the power 4. L square proportional to r to the power 4, which implies that r1 divided by r2 whole to the power 4 is equal to L1 divided by L2 whole square, and here given that L1 divided by L2 is 2, so it will be 2 square and that will be 4. So r1 divided by r2 whole to the power 4 will be 4. So r1 divided by r2 is equal to 4 to the power 1 by 4. That means 2 square into 1 by 4, that will be 2 to the power half, that will be root 2. So r1 divided by r2 will be root 2. So let me check the option. So option A is correct. Okay, question number 10, option A is correct. Okay, now let me move to the next question. Here is the question. A particle of mass m moves inside a bowl if the surface of the bowl is given by the equation z is equal to half a into x square plus y square, where a is constant. The Lagrangian of the particle is given by. So we know the Lagrangian of particle is nothing but L is equal to T minus V, where T is the kinetic energy of the particle or the system of particle and V is the potential energy. So to find out the Lagrangian, we have to find out kinetic energy and potential energy first. So we have to consider the system. Here the particle mass is moving inside a bubble. Okay, so let me draw the figure. The figure will be like this, something like this. Okay, something like this, and the mass of the particle will move through this surface, and let me take it at any time, the mass will be at this point. So let me take this as origin. Okay, so here the potential will be 0 because this is the 0 height, you can say this is the reference line, you can say, for determination of potential. So I can take this as z axis. Okay, this is z axis, and this is x axis, and this is y axis. Okay, so this is y axis, this is x axis, this is z. So the distance here is z. So the point is x comma y comma z in Cartesian coordinate system, but as here is a cylindrical symmetry, we can represent it in cylindrical coordinate also. So in cylindrical coordinate, this is the z. Okay, z. So in cylindrical coordinate, you can say in cylindrical coordinate, we know x is equal to r cos theta, or you can say cos phi also, y is equal to r sin theta, and z is equal to z, but here z is given as half a into x square plus y square. Now if we put this two value x square y square, that is r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta, so it will be half a r square. So this will be z, half a r square. So this is x, this is y, and this is z. So what will be the potential energy? Potential energy is very simple, as if we take this is the reference lines, then the height of this point will be z. So the potential will be positive also, because the direct positive direction. So v will be nothing but mgz. Instead of mgh, we can write it as mgz, and z is nothing but half into a into r square. So the potential energy v will be half mg a r square. So this is very simple, potential energy. But the kinetic energy is nothing but half m into vx square plus vy square plus vz square, that is x dot square plus y dot square z square. Okay, so the kinetic energy, if you talk about kinetic energy, then kinetic energy T will be half m into x dot square plus y dot square plus z dot square, and here in cylindrical coordinate we have x is equal to r cos theta. So x dot will be minus r theta dot sin theta. Similarly, y is r sin theta, so y dot will be r theta dot cos theta, and z is equal to half a r square. So z dot will be half a into difference of r square means 2r r dot. So it will be a r r dot, a r r dot. Okay, now if we substitute these values, so T will be half m into x dot square means r square theta dot square sin square theta plus r square theta dot square cos square theta plus z dot square means a square r square r dot square. So if we take common r square theta dot square, then sin square theta plus cos square theta will be 1. So it will be half m into r square theta dot square plus a r square r dot square. So from here we can take common r square also. So it will be half m r square into theta dot square plus a r dot square. Okay. Now what will be the Lagrangian? L is equal to T minus V. So here T is half m r square into theta dot square plus a r dot square minus, what is V? V is, we have half mg a r square. So minus half mg a r square. Okay. So we can take common half m r square from the following equation. Okay, so it will be half m r square into theta dot square plus a r dot square minus half m r square, that is ag only. Okay, minus ag only. Let me see the options first. Okay, then we have to modify it. Half m they don't take common r square, half m only. Okay, so if we take common half m only, then it will be r square theta dot square plus a r square r dot square minus a r square g. Okay, a r square g. So here is also a r square g, 1 plus a square r square into r dot square half m into r dot square plus r square phi dot square. Yes, r dot square plus r square phi dot, that means theta dot square minus g r square, but a into r square r dot square, but the a is there miss anything? It's r square theta dot square plus a r square into r dot square, it is correct. So we have r square theta dot square. If we take common r square from here, then it will be theta dot square plus a r dot square, theta dot square plus a r dot square. But the common r dot square. So if we take common r dot square from here, so it will be a r square plus r square theta dot square. So answers are not matching. I think this will be the answer, because here minus g a r square is given. Okay, let me check. Yes, what I have done, the mistake is in the differentiation. Okay, I have done the mistakes when I have done the differentiation. Okay, so here is the mistake, x dot and y dot. Okay, I have taken r as constant. This is the problem. So let me solve the problem again. Okay, sorry, here is potential energy is correct, V is equal to half mg r square, but the kinetic energy, the calculation of kinetic energy is wrong, because for kinetic energy you have to find out x dot and y dot, so this will be wrong. Okay, so let me find out again. We have what x is equal to, we have x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So what will be x dot? X dot will be r theta dot sin theta, but we have to take derivative one time for r also, so it will be plus cos theta and r dot into r dot. I have missed this term for the previous case. Okay, similarly here will be y dot, and y dot will be r theta dot cos theta plus r sin theta plus sin theta r dot, or r dot sin theta you can say. Okay, now if we take x dot square plus y dot square, so what will be x dot square plus y dot square? It will be r dot cos theta minus r theta dot sin theta whole square plus y dot square means r dot sin theta plus r theta dot cos theta whole square. So it will be x dot square plus y dot square, that is equal to, this is r dot square cos square theta plus r square theta dot square sin square theta minus 2 r dot r theta dot sin theta cos theta plus r dot square sin square theta plus r square theta square theta dot square cos square theta plus 2 r dot r theta dot sin theta cos theta. So these two terms will be cancel out. So it will be, if we take common r dot square, then cos square theta, and here is sin square theta. So r dot square plus here also sin square theta cos square theta, that means r square theta dot square. So it will be x dot square plus y dot square, and this is the result of plane polar coordinate. Okay, that x dot square plus y dot square is equal to r dot square plus r theta dot square. It is obvious. So the mistake was here. So what will be the kinetic energy? So kinetic energy will be, T will be half m into x dot square plus y dot square plus z dot square. And what was z dot square? We have z dot square. Z was half r square. So z dot was right, with one variable is there. So half a into 2r r dot. So it will be a r r dot. So it will be half m into r dot square plus r square theta dot square plus r square theta dot square plus a square r square r dot square. This will be t. So what will be the t minus v? If we take it as L, then L will be t minus v. Okay, so here will be minus v, so here will also be minus v, that is mg z, and z will be half a r square. Okay, so now if we rearrange it, we will get the result of this. Option D will be the correct here. Okay, option D will be correct here. This option will be correct. Okay, so there is a mistake, please not mind. So let me take to the next problem. So here is the problem. Here given that a planet of mass m moves in the inverse square central force field of the sun of mass capital M. If the semi-major and semi-minor axes of the orbit are A and B respectively, the total energy of the planet. The planet is moving under the central force potential. So it will be the elliptical orbit, and the semi-major and semi-minor axes are given. So let me take the elliptical orbit like this. So this is the elliptical orbit. This will be the elliptical orbit. Okay. So this is the same major axis and this is the same minor axis. And let sun is at focus. That is, let me take sun is here. That's not the problem. But the mass of the sun is capital M. Okay, mass of the sun is capital M, and the mass of the planet is small m. And the same major and same minor axis are given. So a planet of mass m moves in the inverse square central force field of the sun of mass capital M with the same major axis and same minor axis of the orbit are A and B respectively, then the total energy of the planet. Okay, so this will be A and this will be B. So let the velocity at this point will be v1 and the velocity at this point will be v2. Okay, so we have to find the total energy. So the total energy will be constant under the central force field. So the total energy here is equal to the total energy here. So total kinetic energy, if this is 0.1 and this is 0.2, so we have to write out as the total energy or the total kinetic energy, you can say, or total energy. Total energy at A, okay, at A, at 1, position 1 will be half mv1 square minus the potential energy or G capital M small m divided by the distance between capital M and small m. So let me sun as here. Okay, sun is here. So the planet is here. So we will get the distance actually from this point. Okay. So this point, this is the B and this is the A, and this, from this point this will be the A. Okay. So it will be G capital M small m divided by A for the position 1, and when it will be at the position 2, then we can take that total energy at 2 will be half m v2 square minus G capital M small m divided by B. It will be equation 2, but these two equations are equal and we have to find out any one, but here V1 and V2 are not given, so we have to find out V1 and V2 in terms of A, B, capital M, small m, etc. So what we can do over here is we can use the law of angular momentum conservation, because it is the motion under central force. So according to the conservation of linear momentum, we have for this point m v1a is equal to m v2b. Okay, so it will be v1a is equal to v2b, so v2 will be v1 into a by b. Now if we equal this equation 1 and equation 2, okay, so according to the energy conservation we can write it according to energy conservation we have half m v1 square minus G capital M small m divided by A is equal to half m v2 square minus G capital M small m divided by B. Now we have to find out v1 or v2. Okay, so I am interested to know about v1. Okay, so we have to substitute v2. So we have v2 is equal to what? V2 is equal to v1 into a by b. v1 into a by b. Okay, v2 is equal to v1 into a by b. So let me substitute it. So it will be half m v1 square minus G capital M small m divided by A is equal to half m v2 square means v1 into a by b whole square minus G capital M small m by b. So if we take common half m v1 square, then it will be 1 minus, here is a by b whole square, that is a square by b square, that is equal to, it will be G capital M small m by A minus G capital M small m by B. So mm will be cancelled out both sides if we take common. So it will be half v1 square into b square minus a square divided by b square is equal to G capital M into 1 by a minus 1 by b. That will be half into v1 square into b plus a into b minus a divided by b square is equal to G capital M into b minus a divided by ab. So this b minus a, b minus will be cancelled out, and one b will also be cancelled out from here. So it will be b. So v1 square by 2 into v1 square divided by 2 into b plus a over b is equal to gm divided by a. So what will be v1? Okay, so v1 square will be G capital M into b, G capital M 2 G capital M into b divided by a into a plus b. So this will be v1 square. Now if we put this v1 square in this energy E1 or in this energy E2, these two energies are equal actually. This is E1 and this is E2, so this will be equal. So if we find out this, then that will also be equal to this energy. So as we have find out V1, so let me substitute V1 here. So we will get the energy. Okay, so let me do over here. So we will get that total energy of the planet E equal to half mv1 square minus g capital M small m divided by a, and that will be, let me substitute v square over 2, okay, or v square you can say, that is 2g capital M small m into b, 2g capital M small m, no small m, that g capital M, okay, only capital M, g capital M into b divided by a into a plus b, minus what, g capital M small m divided by a. So here also 2 will be cancel out, so we can take common g capital M small m divided by a, that will be b divided by a plus b minus 1. So it will be g capital M small m by a into plus b, b minus a minus b. So this b will cancel out, okay, so it will be g capital M small m divided by a into minus a divided by a plus b. Again this a will cancel out, so it will be minus g capital M small m divided by a plus b. So answer option A will be the correct. Okay, now let's move to the next question. This is the question number 13. Okay, here we have to find out the moment of inertia. Okay, this is the question from rigid body dynamics. A annulus of mass capital M made of material of uniform density has inner and outer radius a and b respectively. Its principal moment of inertia along the axis of symmetry perpendicular to the plane of the annulus. Okay, so let me take this is the annulus like this. Okay, whose inner radius is a and outer radius is b. Now let me find what is the moment of inertia about this axis perpendicular to the plane of it. Okay, so we have to choose a symmetric element. Let me choose this symmetric element at a distance x, a ring. Okay, here let me take a ring, and this ring is at a distance x of with dx. Okay, of with dx. Distance x of with dx. So this ring is between x and x plus dx. So with is dx. So what will be the area covered by this ring? That we can write it as dA. That will be 2 pi x dx. Now if the sigma is the mass density, that is mass per unit area, then it will be capital M, which is the mass of the total annulus, divided by the area, and the area where the mass is present is pi divided by b square minus a square. This will be sigma. Okay, so the mass of this total mass of this annular, this ring, mass of this elemental ring will be dm, that can be written as sigma dA. Okay, sigma dA. So you can put the value of sigma and dA. So sigma is m divided by pi into b square minus a square, and dA is 2 pi x dx. So pi will cancel out, it will be 2m divided by b square minus a square into x dx, Now what will be the moment of inertia of this dm with respect to this or about this axis? So it will be di. So di will be simply x square dm. Now the moment of inertia for the whole annulus, which is extended from a to b, okay, a to b, so the moment of inertia I will be integration x square dm, that is the limit will from a to b, from a to b. We have to solve this equation and we have to put the value of dm over here. Okay, so what will be I? So I will be integration a to b x square dm, that will be integration a to b x square into what is the value of dm, 2m divided by b square minus a square, 2m divided by b square minus a square into x dx, into x dx. So I will be 2m divided by b square minus a square into integration a to b x cube dx. Okay, so the integration of x cube dx is x to the power 4 by 4. So we can write it as 2m divided by 4 into b square minus a square into x to the power 4, and the limit goes from a to b. That will be m divided by 2 into b square minus a square into b to the power 4 minus a to the power 4, and that will be m into b square plus a square into b square minus a square divided by 2 into b square minus a square. So it will cancel out. So the moment of inertia will be half m into b square plus a square. So this will be the result. So option D is correct. Option D is correct. Okay. Now let me move to the next question. This is the question, and this is the last question, I think. Okay. The trajectory of on the ZPZ plane, there is the phase space trajectory, ZPZ mean, of ball bouncing perfectly elastically of a hard surface at z is equal to 0. At z is equal to 0, okay, is given by approximately. So which will be the phase space trajectory, that is ZPZ. So here the collision is elastic condition, the total energy will be constant. So what will be the total energy? We have to find out the total energy first. Okay, so total energy means kinetic energy plus potential at any position z at z is from z is equal to 0 to at any position will be E is equal to p square over 2m, that is here pz square you can say. So pz square plus 2m plus mg into z you can say. This is the potential energy, this is the kinetic energy, and that will be constant always. That will be constant. So we have to know what is the graph between pz and z. Okay, so let me take it in another way also. If we solve this, that is pz square plus twice m square gz is equal to twice m. Just multiply by 2m both. Okay, here is constant and mg also constant. So pz square will be minus 2m square z into g into z plus 2m. Okay, so if we compare at pz, you can compare this pz as y axis and z as x axis. Generally we have taken this as x axis and this as y axis. So if we compare this equation, this will be y square, and as this is constant, let me take it as a. So it will be minus ax, and as 2a, m is also a constant, b. So this will be equation of parabola, y square is equal to minus x plus b. Now what type of parabola is it? Let me see. Y square is equal to minus 4x. Do you know? Y square is equal to minus 4x. What type of parabola this is? Y square is equal to minus 4x. Y square is equal to 4x. Y square is equal to 4x is like this. So y square is equal to minus 4x will be like this, minus 4x. But at x is equal to 0, you can see that at x is equal to 0, y square is not 0. Y is not 0, y is b. Y square is equal to b. So it will not pass through origin. but pass through at a certain point, that is B. So it will be like this. So here the parabola will be like this. If we take this as y axis and this as x axis, the parabola only for the positive value of x will be like this, because negative value are not allowed here, because here x is equal to z and y is equal to pz. So at z is equal to 0 it have done the collision at z is equal to 0. So z equal to negative means inside the floor. So z is equal to negative value are not allowed. So the graph between yz, if we talk about the graph between pz and z, or you can say y versus x, so the graph will be pz over z, the graph will be like this. This is the one graph. So set of curve you can get for different value of pz. For different value of pz we can get the different trajectory, phase trajectory. Okay, so option 1, option A will be the correct answer. This will be the correct answer. This is the phase space in ZPZ plane. Okay, ZPZ plane. Okay, thank you.